If you guys learn anything from this video, it should be this one thing. Colleges are looking for diverse classes, not diverse individuals. Let's take a look at this quote from Harvard Dean of Admissions, William R. Fitzsimmons, to see how he phrased it in his own words. We have the most diverse class in the history of Harvard this year, 2021, economically and ethnically. This is an incoming group of students who've had experiences unlike any experiences first-year students have had in the history of Harvard or history of higher education. At first glance, it seems like your typical corporate speak, but underneath the buzzwords lie three key insights. Number one is top schools take immense pride in the diversity of their classes and are making concerted efforts to include students from all kinds of backgrounds. This is incredibly good news for low-income students of color. In fact, being FGLI is kind of like a superpower here. It could boost your chances by as much as 15 to 25%. Number two, colleges are acutely searching for individuals with unique and unusual experiences. In other words, if you want to succeed at the college admissions game, you must excel at communicating those experiences with poise and maturity while simultaneously offering new and original insights. If you're currently watching this as a 9th or 10th grader, my biggest piece of advice for you is to go out there and collect these unique experiences. You can do this through clubs, summer programs, volunteer experiences, work experiences, especially ones that allow you to travel and expose yourself to environments you're not normally accustomed to. Before we move on, it would mean the world to me if you guys could consider saucing this video a like and consider subscribing, since my channel is about the size of a pebble. Your support really goes a long way. Thank you so much. Third, and most importantly, when colleges say every spring that we have the most diverse class of Harvard in the history of ever, really they are sending us a coded message, because diverse classes are actually made up of specialized individuals, not diverse individuals. This, my friends, is probably the biggest misconception about college admissions today. I think the easiest way to explain this is with two examples. Let's start with John. John runs around like a chicken without his head and participates in 7 or 8 extracurriculars. But they have nothing to do with each other. He's doing band, and then he's doing Model UN, and then he does Science Olympiad. He doesn't really have a focus. He probably spends 30, 40 hours on his extracurriculars, works really hard, doesn't get a lot of sleep, may or may not get recognized and get awards for his extracurriculars. Our second student, his name is Philip. Let's say Philip actually just picked 3 activities, but he drilled down and he got recognized for his efforts in those activities. And also, each of these activities are related to one particular subject. Let's say medicine, for example. So Philip volunteers at the local veterinarian's office, and he's racked up over 400 hours of volunteering over the course of 2-3 years. Also, he teaches first aid to students in his community and teaches them about CPR. He also got certified at his local firefighter's office for doing something like that. And he's also published research at his local university and actually won an award for his publication, for his research. Not only will the odds of you getting into your dream school significantly improve, but you'll sleep more, you'll have more time for exercise, you'll be better, well-rested, and just have an overall better mental health. This approach can be applied to academics and course selection as well. If you know your specialization or edge, let's say, will focus on international relations, then take every course at your school about politics, economics, history. Then, once you've exhausted all the resources there, conduct independent research, take online courses, search for summer programs, go above and beyond with your intellectual curiosity. Spend your time and energy winning there rather than focusing on AP, BC physics or AP calculus, especially if you're doubtful about how you perform in those darn STEM subjects. To be entirely frank, the approach that I'm advocating for is not entirely new or original. Do some snooping around on YouTube, College Vine, and they'll all tell you to specialize, not diversify. However, the double-edged method is an approach that I myself have invented, patented. This is a 100% Kevin Zhen creation. Essentially, in recent years, lots of students have been employing this EDGE methodology to the point where it's gotten a little bit trite and actually less effective. It's one of those strategies where if everyone does it, then suddenly it doesn't work quite as well as it used to. The solution? Make your first edge even more unique and add a secondary edge to combine with your first one. All right, let's start with making your first edge even more unique. Previously, I mentioned medicine as an edge, but truth be told, this is actually a rather poor example because lots of students want to study health. You know what would be an even better edge than just medicine? Neuroscience. Then again, neuroscience is kind of a broad field, so what if we chose an even more narrow focus, like debilitating memory disorders? Better, yeah. Step number 2, this is where it gets really good, guys. Combine your secondary edge with your primary one. Think of yourself like a video game character who has a primary ability and a secondary ability. While studying debilitating memory disorders might be like your primary edge, your secondary one could be a little bit more artistic, like digital art. Again, let us hone in on a very specific dimension of digital art. For instance, stop motion animation. Now imagine if you showcase your intellectual curiosity and ingenuity for neuroscience and stop motion animation by creating a YouTube channel that combined the two. Or what if you partnered with a nonprofit that helped patients suffering from Alzheimer's by creating these stop motion animations and using them as advertisements to help them fundraise? Not only are these both incredibly exciting projects to undertake, since you literally combine two of your favorite passions, it's also incredibly attractive to college admissions officers. There you have it, my virtual little brothers and sisters, the double-edged method. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Know that I am constantly rooting for you guys. Your success is my success. All right, guys? Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Peace.